So many walking time bombs, especially in the West. I've noticed this. When I lived in South America, I didn't feel this mental anguish, this suppression, I didn't feel the time bomb. I felt like they were more chill. They were more like, okay, they're more simple. Yeah, I probably couldn't have deep talks with them, but still, they were just somehow more balanced. In the West, man, they're like scary, dangerous. You don't know. Are they going to go on that roof and start like picking people off? So what it is this energetic tension. People have energetic tension. You can say it's trauma. You can say it's, repressed energy. It doesn't matter with the words. Let's focus on what matters. There's just like this ball of energy. It's like this fire, and it can be in a lot of times it's in the stomach. That's like the seat of this emotions in where it's where the energy like collects before it becomes something. You can feel it in the Manipura chakra, or the energy center in your stomach. That stuff starts to intensify, and then it creates anxiety, or it can go the other way. It can create depression, but it screws with our mental body and emotional body, and it makes us get out of sorts. And then all we need is for the wrong person to say the wrong thing, and then bam, this energy comes out. This is where the problem with road rage and things like that. They're happy, they leave their house, they kiss their wife, they pat their kid on the head, and then they get in the car, and they listen to music, and then somebody cuts them off, and then they like go crazy, trying to run them over. Yeah, because that tension's there, because they're pushing it down. They're not accepting it. This is what the video is about. That's why I like introspection, self-analysis, whatever you want to call it. Become aware, and so I've made many videos on your darkness or your shadows, or we can call it anything. It doesn't matter what we call it. You can feel this energy boiling somewhere inside, and it disrupts the nervous system. Nervous system starts getting agitated, and the thoughts get weird, and then the emotions come up, and they match the thoughts, and then the two gain up on you. The thoughts amplify the heavy emotions, the emotions amplify the negative thinking, and then you get self-talk coming, and you start telling stories about it and how you're screwed and you're never going to do anything, the world's against you, and I mean, it's on and on. Identify where the energy is. Where's that suppression at? What's it doing? See, it's subtle a lot of times. This energy's subtle. It's not like if you cut yourself. It's like, okay, ow, that hurts. It's a faint hurt, but it's a deep hurt. Some people, this is why they cut themselves, or they pull their hair out, or because it's like that energy's stuck. It's in you. So then they go take pills. Some need them. If you're gonna hurt yourself, hurt somebody else, take a pill. If you don't take them. Don't take them as some convenient loophole to allow to mask this energy you're feeling, because in the long run, you're gonna lose. You'll have years and years of all this suppression that the pills are masking, and then you stop taking them, and then boom, walking time bomb. But God puts everything here to be used in the right situation. Depends. So when you feel this energy, be aware of it first. Even though it's faint, you can feel it. You can feel there's some tension in the neck or in the stomach or wherever. Face. Don't fight it. Don't say you wish it shouldn't be there. Don't panic. This is the thing. Don't think the energy, number one, is bad. It's just energy. It's just, for whatever reason, karmic reasons, the energy's stuck. The channels, they're like blocked. So it's like the energy, it's like a pressure cooker. It's like building up. But don't think like you're in some kind of danger. The danger is when you suppress it and wish it wasn't there, and then the self-talk says you're gonna go crazy. Then it becomes dangerous. You feel this energy. Okay, you can put your hand wherever the energy is. Say, okay, it's okay. Like, Yeah, I'm feeling some energy. Yeah, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, this sucks, and yeah, I know. Okay, but like, it's okay. Just you feel some energy. Go for a walk. Go just lay down. Whatever. Get grounded. You gotta get grounded somehow. Yeah, but it really sucks. Like I'm talking about super sucks. Like, yeah, I know. Okay, it's okay. It's there. Don't don't panic. It's not a. It's like a discharge. It's like you're releasing. It's like coming. It's doing its thing. It's like a volcano. It erupts and then it just chills. Allow that volcanic reaction to happen. You don't need to put more fire into the volcano though, through your self-talk, through hating it, through getting scared about it, through saying, oh no, I'm not spiritual now because like this shouldn't be happening. No, like it's happening. Like this is the karmic thing that's happening. What to do? Yeah, what to do, God? What's an intuitive guidance here? What do I do? This is the moment. I can't do anything. Like this is, yeah, but run, find the guru. No, you can't do anything either. Just, like I feel like this. What do you want me to do? I don't know. And then it starts to subside. It will subside at some point. You don't need to build a big case, dramatic case around it when it happens, because you just realize, like, it's how many times has it already happened? It happens so many times and you're still here. It comes down. There's nothing that can keep growing forever. It peaks and then it'll go back down. Okay. You don't want to miss or go unconscious during this process of it peaking and going down. You want to try to just be with it as it's peaking and as it's going down. At the same time, don't measure yourself and judge yourself how you're doing. All you're doing is you're being aware that like it's happening again. And you realize you can't control it. You can't. If you could, you would have like controlled it a long time ago. So let's try that now. Let's try accepting that like this is out of our hands. This is part of the tax for being human and having karma and having genetics and being in a crazy toxic living situation in life, and like it can create these things and whatever experiences we had growing up, all that stuff, and doing drugs and not being present with ourselves. We have all this accumulation of energy that we're now in the process of letting it just do its thing. You have to find your way. I'm pointing to the best thing to do, but you have to have your own words on how to navigate this. The main thing I'm trying to share is by fighting it and resisting it and by thinking you're in danger and panicking, that just adds more fire to that energy. You have to accept this aspect of yourself, this messy karmic aspect of yourself, for it to dissolve or resolve. And don't have a bunch of rules and remember like spiritual cliches, like, okay, I got to be present. I'm present with it. Okay, I feel the energy. I'm present. Damn it. Don't try to apply some technique. Be totally in the moment and open. Don't try to use self-inquiry and say, well, this energy's not me and it's actually happening in space of me. This is all mental, intellectual stuff that doesn't work. If those things are what your intuition prescribes to you, then use it. But intuition, your own inner sanction, guidance, supersedes anything you've learned from anybody. This is what we got to come to. We have to trust. We have to trust ourselves and also trust this process that we're going through. There has to be some trust that God's not going to abandon us, that He's with us during all of this. But we need to show up. We need to have some willingness to bear this a little bit, to cooperate. Instead of running from it, We have to somehow stand up, just not in an egotistical way, like you just, like, this is what it is. What can we do? This is what it is. And then you do that, and you do it for as long as it takes. Sometimes people ask me during the private sessions, like, look, sometimes people need something. You need something. This is why God invents pills and he invents natural medicines. Some people need something. I think it's important I touch on this. This will be the last part of this. This is why we have addictions and attachments and all kinds of things. So many addictions. Unless we resolve this, are willing to sit with this, to lean into this energetic volcano, there's always going to be a market for us out here for some addiction. We quit one addiction, we'll go to another one. Quitting an addiction isn't the goal. It's seeing, why am I doing the addiction? What is it doing for me? Whether that be smoking or drinking coffee or alcohol or whatever, taking pills. So sometimes the people ask me, like, they don't want to take certain things. They don't want to do certain addictions. I say, okay, what are all the things that you're doing that are, some people have a lot of addictions. What do you do? Food, another one. Gambling, sex, masturbation, porn, internet, scrolling, big. Everybody's infected with that. The dopamine hit and stimulation that we get from scrolling on the internet. How can you get lost for hours. Here's the funny thing. You go on to check your email. I've heard people do this. I could see also how I could get caught up in that if I wasn't aware. You go on to do something. Next thing you know, I'm glad I don't like TikTok or Instagram, but next thing you know, you get on, you see a TikTok video or something, and you're on that for hours, and then you quit, and you didn't even do what you initially set out to do. Yeah, you're telling me the internet's not a major addiction? You gotta somehow stop. Look, this is what I was saying. You make a list of all your addictions, and definitely put that internet thing on there, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna do one. Don't try to quit everything at once. You might go into psychosis. So I'm gonna do one. What are the addictions that are really causing me problems? That are the consequences are bad. Look at all that. And then say, okay, like watching porn, no good. Eating too much all the time, it's like adding fuel to that energy, like that I'm trying to get rid of in my stomach. Coffee, damn, that's stimulating the hell out of my nervous system, making me more frantic, more crazy. Okay. Tobacco, I'm going to use an example. Tobacco seems to ground me a little bit, although that stimulates my nervous system too. I say, okay, are you smoking? Yeah, I'm smoking. Okay, don't smoke. Go get rape, which is tobacco powder, or chew it. Chew the tobacco. But don't use commercial tobacco. Get either from the Amazon jungle in Peru, mapacho, or just find some homegrown natural tobacco. And just using this example, you find your own thing. Maybe you want to take St. John's wort or drink, what's that tea? Valerian root tea. I don't know. You got to find your thing. But just to make things simple, that's what I told the last person, that because they're already doing tobacco. So I said, okay, go get natural tobacco, just chew it. Stop everything else if you want to stop everything else. He says, yeah, I want to stop the pills. I want to stop the PMO, the porn, masturbation. I want to stop being promiscuous and having one-night stands. And I want to stop all, okay, good, stop all that. Just do the tobacco. I said, but look, when you do the tobacco, don't do it unconsciously. Don't just do it all the time, and you don't do it like that. You pick 5-6 times a day, and when you do it as a sacred medicine. You do it and you get rid of, like the other video where I said sit quiet by yourself. You go sit quiet by yourself, you do your tobacco. Or whatever other addiction you're gonna do. Doesn't have to be tobacco, just for example. You do that and you sit there for as long as you want. But only do the addiction when you're in a sacred space, not doing anything else. And then you'll start to see why you're doing that. what it's doing for you. Oh, I notice it's grounding me. It just somehow takes the edge off. It puts like a little water on that fire. Okay, that's why you're doing it. Then you start to remember the next time that energy starts to get crazy inside, you start to remember, you're like, okay, I need to ground. I just need to get away from the situation and go somewhere and just sit and ground. Maybe I can do it without the tobacco. Maybe I can do it for a minute without the tobacco, then I'll use the tobacco. Or 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. You see, you start somewhere, but you become conscious. Don't just operate like an automaton anymore. First, you become aware of this fiery energy that's inside you and that's eating you from the inside out, and you're willing to face it. Then you see, oh, I should face it though in a space where there's not a lot of sense stimulation, because I want to really be with this so that I can get some maybe intuitive downloads to show me how to navigate it. Okay, ooh, maybe I need something though while I'm in this space to deal with it because it's so damn strong and I don't want to let go crazy. Okay, here, I'm gonna take some tobacco, or I'll take some coffee. If you're more kapha nature, which means you're more earth element and water nature, kind of a little lazy, maybe coffee's not as bad for you. If you're very hyper, very vata, air element, ether element, maybe tobacco's better. It's more grounding. Learn about your elemental nature, your doshas, Ayurveda. My book will be out someday, True Health. My editor's really fine-tuning it, and, but I talk a little about Ayurveda, but you can check it on the internet. So the way is through. It's through. It's not around or escaping the energy. It's meeting it, meeting it. And then if you got to use a little crutch to meet it, so be it. And then work on that later. We got to start somewhere. That's my message. I'll see you.